Oh, really? All right.
Yeah. All right. Well, without further ado, then Chad, if you're ready, let's hop on over to Hero's Journey. We're going right into the gameplay build right now. We're not beating around the bush here. We've got it ready for you. Hero's Journey, the second part, and it's going to be in the same chapter. But as you may have noticed here, there is a different currency. Tak, what's the difference here? Heroes Token 2.
All right, guys. So starting from tomorrow, what will happen is that, completing the same challenges as you already used in Hero's Journey, you will start receiving Heroes Tokens 2 instead of Heroes Tokens 1. All right, this is really, really important because as you see in a few minutes, all the new Prime Heroes are only redeemable with Heroes Tokens 2.
Exactly. And as you can see here, the Heroes Tokens 5 to 10 you can get. Very similar. The node as well. Milestones, kitten logo, nothing changed here. But Tak, what we want to see, and I'm going to press it, are the new 112 heroes on 113. And here we are.
Here we are. All right, Antwan, I've been waiting for like months and months for a specific player from this lineup to be featured in Hero's Journey. I think it's not a secret, but finally, finally, Lucio or Lucimar, for my Brazilian compatriots, is here, and I am so excited to see him there.
Yeah, as you can see, great to see him there.
As you can see, the prices in tokens to be exchanged is a bit higher, but you're also, instead of claiming 1 token per challenge there, you're claiming from 5 to 10. So please do not be too alarmed about the 3,000 tokens price there.
For sure, and 3,000 here again for Forlan, the 113. But then down to the 112s with Nakata and Okocha is 1,500. So a little more, a little reduced there. But chat, I think a few of you want to see the stats of these heroes. And I know Tak here, you want to look at your man, Lucimar da Silva Ferreira.
Yeah. A true hero, I would say. True hero.
Right? 152 defending. He's got strength. Let's go check into Diego Forlan. I'll always remember that 2010 World Cup. Just put on a show with Uruguay. And
Forlan,
even that Atletico Madrid team was unreal.
I'm a big fan as well. Forlan plus a Jabulani, you cannot go wrong.
Yeah, they were crazy that year. And then Nakata here with short passing.
Class player, great distributor. I think for opening up play, it would be a great card. Also the Japan swag there, I think it's pretty nice.
100%. And then we got JJ Okocha here at right mid.
JJ,
with that 153 dribbling.
5-star skill moves. Woo! That guy will open up some defenses.
Hell yeah, that's
solid
really
card
good
as well. Mm-hmm.
All right, chat, let's hear it. Where are you going to be focusing on for Heroes Alliance? Which of these 4 heroes? I want to see in the chat who's the most interesting of these 4 for you. I'm not going to ask you, Tak. I already know. So
no. I wanted to hear from you. Who are you planning to bring to your team?
For me, if I get the tokens to go for it, I think Forlan would be unreal up at 113. I'm in the kind of the hunt for a new striker, so got my eye on him. We'll see.
Absolutely. I'm seeing a lot of
Yeah.
Lucius in the chat. And great minds think alike, guys. Great minds think alike.
Absolutely. And then I'll just scroll over to the side here. There are going to be some new heroes in June, so keep an eye out on that. And also, if you can figure out who's coming, I'm sure there'll be a lot of guesses of who the new heroes are.
Absolutely. I think one last piece of information about Hero's Journey is that there will also be an exchange coming up tomorrow. So don't miss out on the exchange tab. You'll be able to claim some Heroes 2 tokens and get a head start on your path to Lucio.
Absolutely. Or the path to Forlan.
Or the path to
Forget
Forlan,
about him.
yeah, sure.
Exactly, yeah. So yeah, that was a look at the 4 new Heroes player items here. Chat, let's move a little bit away here from Heroes. I think we had a nice look there. Should be good. And with that, let's head into our next event that is planned to come out tomorrow, and that is none other than What If. So, What If, I guess, is tough to categorize. Tak, well, how would you call them?
I was thinking about this yesterday. It's an event, Antwan. It's an event. A community was asking me, "Is this a story event?" I was like, I guess, but we also have quests. We also have exchanges. So I guess not, but it's definitely an event.
There's some good players in there, and I mean, we're going to pull up the player banner here to show you all what to expect in What If. Some really nice players here, Tak. I know there's that 112 there that probably looks interesting for you.
Absolutely. I think one very, very important information about What If is that What If is featuring players with either 5-star weak foot ability or 5-star skill moves. So all of these players there either has one of those characteristics or both of them. So it'll be really, really interesting to see the new possibilities that you can add into your team with this What If player items.
Agreed. And I know there's a few of these player items already people are talking about, notably Luis Diaz. I know he's just made his return for Liverpool. Actually, I think he scored not too recently either. So nice to see him back in. And then some other well-known guys like Kessier and Immobile that maybe people have been waiting to see. So this is looking nice.
This is looking super, super nice. And you can take a look at Fabianski there and think, oh, hey, 5 stars weak foot or 5 stars skill moves. Fabianski has 5-star skill moves, so you can, I don't know, rainbow fleek your opponent's attackers or something. It'll be pretty fun to see what the community can do with those cards, with those player items.
Absolutely. That's kind of the main point of the event, is just change up a little bit how some of these items are used, and like you said, 5-star skills will be a fun time. So let's actually, I've got the What If event up on my phone, so we should head over there so you guys can all see that it is an actual event similar to Shapeshifters. And like you can see here, there's a What If pass with the aforementioned Diaz, and I'll just go into it just to show you what to expect here. Very similar to Shapeshifters. Earn the pass credits for completing quests, and then you get that Nuno Mensch at the end there, and the DS obviously on the premium. And then we have some of the quests here. So, Tak, do you want to walk us through a little bit of these quests?
Yeah, absolutely. If community is already familiar with shapeshifters, it's very, very similar. You have a variety of quests available to you starting from tomorrow, and as you're completing them, you unlock what if player items, and you can use them to complete quests as well. So for an example, you need to score goals, you need to include what if player items to your lineup, you need to complete tackles, etc. And as you stack these quests up, you unlock this nice sweet player items up until the 110 OVR Wilfred Zaha.
Yeah, so these are very similar, but it's going to be a nice reward there at the end to get that 110 Zaha. And I'm going to pop out of the quests here and head over to the gallery look, which is a nice way to show all the different players that are in What If. And I know this is where we're going to get a lot of people asking to see certain player items because they want to see if it's weak foot or skill moves, which is getting the upgrade. But I'm just going to scroll through all of these here just to give you a look here all the way to those 106s. All right, so Tack, let's get started here on Kyle Walker. I know he's going up against your buddy Vinny. I know they had a nice battle last week.
I'm dying to see this battle again. Dying.
You can see Kyle Walker there gets the 5-star weak foot upgrade. And then let's head down into Bruno Guimaraes, who gets the 5-star skill moves.
Oof. This card. Let's look past the base. I think as a CDM to just like hold a play and distribute the ball from the midfield. I think he's definitely making an appearance on my team.
Oh yeah, looks really nice. Then we'll go up to Angel Di Maria, who is both 5-star skill moves and 5-star weak foot. If I recall, I believe he already had 5-star skill moves, so it's the weak foot that got the upgrade here. And I know in previous seasons, especially that Player of the Month Di Maria from last year, I remember was very popular, and I could see him hitting that similar vibe for a lot of people. And then Luis Diaz, look at that pace actually, 149.
Oh, God, what a player! Really love to see that. Really love to see that. Deservedly so. He was due a player item, in my opinion.
Agreed. Going over to Immobile here. More of a well-rounded striker with the 5-star skill moves. Bounce out of that one. Check out Guerrero here at left wing back. Not the paciest, but makes up for that with, look at that dribbling, 151.
Absolutely. Do not sleep on left or right wing back, guys. The skill moves penalty is not as severe as before.
Agreed. And then Kessier here as a CDM. Just strong all around. And then the 5-star skill moves. And then, let's check out the Zaha that you can get from the quests. What are you seeing here, Tack?
I'm seeing a solid player. Let's not forget he's also tall, and he can hold up the ball pretty well. He does everything a striker needs to do. So class card for you, class player item for you, as long as you complete the quests. So very, very solid.
Agreed. We're gonna quickly wrap up here. Oh man, my pronunciation is awful. And Stefan Savic.
It's not awful. It's not awful, Antwan. I'll give you that.
I'm trying. Jason's been hounding me about how I say Dutch names, and I've been trying really hard. It's difficult.
Really hard.
Yeah.
That's a lot of throat.
Thanks, Jason, in the chat. I'm getting better. Appreciate it.
What a nice guy.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't hounded him on how he pronounces his French name, so there's that. All right, chat. We went through What If. It's a nice little 2-week event here. Do the quest, earn some players here. There's going to be some store offers as well for these players. So overall, nice little event while you go through Tots and obviously Heroes. But Tack, I think we're all here to see Team of the Season. Am I right?
You're absolutely right. And I'm excited for it. I'm pretty sure chat is also super excited to take a look at the Bundesliga Team of the Season.
I think we're all ready for that. So let's pull up our first player banner. We're going up to, we're going to actually go first to the Saudi Pro League Team of the Season, because I know a lot of people in chat here have been asking about a certain somebody. And we just wanted to confirm that for a lot of you.
Absolutely. Speculation was running around our social media channels. We were getting asked all around, and it's true, and it's here.
I see the chat going wild. Everyone loves to see it. But obviously there's other players in here too. There's that Talisca, that Gustavo, and even Igalo, I remember, used to play in the Premier League a few years ago.
Absolutely.
I see a lot in chat though.
Expected, guys, expected. I wanted to bring the spotlight to my guy Talisca here, all right? I think he's a solid player. I am trying to get him on my team as well. And I think he deserves. He's like the second man there at Al Nassr, together with CR7. So hey guys, let's show some love for Talisca as well. See some Taliscas on chat. Loving it, guys.
There you go. All right, well, let's move on over to the Bundesliga Team of the Season. We have our next banner. Let's show it up here on screen. No major surprises here, Tack. I think really those top players are there, the 112s with Bellingham, all the way to Matthias de Ligt, which I think Jason will be happy with my pronunciation. But otherwise, Tack, what are you seeing through the 111s and 110s?
10 out of 10 pronunciation. I'm seeing all around class solid player items, and I'm really excited actually about Davies, and I'm pretty sure you share this excitement with me.
Yeah, I mean he's had an interesting season, but yeah, the 111, and I just know he's up there with Hernandez is kind of the go-to left backs that a lot of people use, especially in head-to-head where pace is so important. So yes, I'm going to be going for him as best as I can, and he's got a spot in my team. Absolutely.
For sure, and we have to address Bellingham as well. Solid season, and he has stats well distributed all around. Does everything that you want a midfielder to do. Smart on the ball. Really looking forward to see his stats and test him out if I can.
Agreed. So chat there, that was the look of the Bundesliga team this season. Got some really good looking player items in there. But we are not done yet when it comes to the player banners. We have one last one to pull up, and those are the new icons. So this is the Team 2 of Prime Icons that are coming in to that Prime Icon chapter on Thursday. So today is a jam-packed show. We have so much in terms of new content and new player items, and here are the top icons. Tack, I think that Henri at 115, but I think the 113s as well as Schmeichel. It's been a minute since we've seen one.
Yeah, all of them. I wanted to start with Thierry Henry. I'm such a fan of him. Also as a presenter nowadays. And fun fact, they both Maldini and he actually hugged yesterday. It was almost like they were passing, like, oh hey, you're the featured icon for now this week. It was very, very interesting to see that. but yeah,
Exactly. I'm sure they were talking about that.
yeah, it was definitely a moment that FIFA Mobile had planned ahead.
We knew it was going to happen.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I'm seeing a lot of people in the chat are excited about these new icons. These are the 113s, the 115s, and another Italian center back there with Nesta. There's Maldini last week, Nesta this week. So yeah, all in all, looks real good.
Really, really solid. Really, really good.
Yeah. So as our next transition here, chat, we're going to go into gameplay. I have it up on my phone again. And we're going to pop it up. And this is a look at all the different Prime icons so far. It'll be in that Tots collection chapter. But I think what we all want to see is the Bundesliga chapter format. So let's head on over to that. And you see it up on the screen. Tack, run us through Bundesliga.
All right, it's Thursday at reset time. You log into FIFA Mobile and you see Bundesliga there. Right from the bat, you see, as always, we'll have the Bundesliga pass. You have challenge mode. We'll take a look at the pass later, but let's take a look at the chapter first. You have your daily challenges to accomplish, so some skill games, match, the ad node there, and then if you scroll a little bit to the right, you see something that the community has been asking for a while now, which is a reward path. Pretty sure the folks will be excited to see that again. And you can use your Bundesliga points to progress through the reward path. And if you want, or if you have leftover points at the end of this week, you can also use to claim in the 105 plus Tots player node there. So, pretty straightforward, right, Antwan?
Yeah, I mean, just to give an idea of the reward path here, it's some similar rewards if you played previous Tots or other events with that reward path. You're going to be able to go through and, like you said, Tack, claim all the way up if you're playing consistently. There's that Kobel 110, but I think a lot of people will be interested in the 105 plus here, just because there is potential to get some of these Bundesliga starters.
That would be my go-to strategy, Antwan. You're right.
Agreed, yeah, but I do see people talking about how Kobel is a good goalkeeper. It's nice to see.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. It's good that players have a choice, and that they can strategize and think about what will fit their teams the best. So great to see that.
Agreed. And like you mentioned, there's the Bundesliga pass. Let's head in there. Got Davies there on premium.
God. Look who's there.
Yeah. And then Schlotterbeck in the free one. So no surprises here, Tack, right, with the credits.
No surprises. Is as simple as you can imagine, but also great addition. And don't forget, guys, every week there's a new mechanic coming up with every league that we release in Team of the Season. So expect for the next league to have, well, a different sort of activity or a different sort of interaction for you to play FIFA Mobile in.
Agreed. And just to reiterate, like, you're going to be playing Bundesliga for this week, and after this week you won't be able to play these match nodes. And the same thing goes back for Premier League as well, is the match nodes and the skill games in Premier League will currently be locked. But you can still use the points on Premier League if you had forgotten to you can still go back and claim things. You just can't earn more Premier League points. So it'll be the same system here with Bundesliga. They're weekly chapters, and they won't close. You won't be able to earn more points after it resets.
That's a great call.
For sure. So just plan around that, chat. Make sure that you're getting the most points you can out of a certain week. And in terms of using those points, you can still use it after it's closed, but my advice would be go in there and use those points as soon as you can, because there's no point in really waiting. All right, Tack, so we're here in the icons, right? Yeah, it looks good with the Henry. Otherwise, no changes to the event icons here. We just have those 5 new primes that we had talked about in the banner. What do you say, Tack? Are we missing anything here to look through before we get into player items?
No, I think we're ready to take a look at some of those player items.
All right, let's get into it. Schmeichel first up. I mean, wow. That's all I'll say.
Ooh, solid. 160 there? Wow.
Wow, indeed. We'll pop up into Henrik Larsson here. Finishing, 5-star weak foot. Very good. Oh, look at this. Lothar Matthäus. Look at that defensive combined with the physicality and the pace.
This is a solid defensive midfielder. Do everything that you want and can even finish. So Matthäus always get good stats. So really nice to see him there.
Agreed. And let's pull up Nesta here. 157. Whew.
Dang.
All right, let's pull up then Henry as the last of the prime icons. I mean, what more needs to be said here? The 152s in 3 categories. Wow.
Yeah, sometimes 152 speaks more than words. So let's make the 152s just speaking volumes there.
Agreed. We'll just leave it at that then. And actually, since the collection here doesn't have the Saudi Pro League players, and I know some people wanted to see a few of those, I just made a lineup here. I do have the Bundesliga lineup. I'll go into that right after this, but was going to throw up the Saudi Pro League lineup here and just briefly show the stats of a certain somebody just up on screen briefly. If anyone was interested. I don't know if you were, but it's here if you were curious.
All right, chat, are we ready?
And yeah. And then I'll also pull up here Talisca, which you had mentioned. I really like the shooting and dribbling on this. Looks very, very nice.
Absolutely. Really happy to see the stats up there. Honoring a class player like Talisca.
Absolutely. And then we'll just finish up here with Agalo as the 108. Don't think this is going to be exciting too many people in chat, but still worth highlighting there. All right, so I'm going to exit out here of the team look because I think it's a little bit easier if we go to the collection and we come into Bundesliga to check out the players. Tak, where do you want to start off for looking at these Bundesliga players?
I want to start off by taking a look at Kobel. I'm interested to see him now that chat has mentioned him.
For sure. Look at these stats for a 110.
Oh, right. Yeah, definitely. Doing well. Doing honor to the season this guy had as well. Yep.
Yeah. It's going to be right down to the finish with Dortmund and Bayern. I think it's 1 point separates them, 2 games left. It would be interesting to see what happens, especially given the dominance that Bayern's had over the past 10 years.
Absolutely. Challenger.
Yeah. And then you can see Guerrero here. We had actually just saw him in What If, so you're getting a double dose of Rafael Guerrero.
All around. Deservedly so as well.
Agreed. And then Frimpong. A lot of people like using him on console just on that for that pace. And I mean, he's had some really nice items here in FIFA Mobile, and this one's no different, right? With that 148.
Exactly. He's not up there in terms of defensive stats, but he can definitely be a menace if you bring him up on your attack.
Agreed. And then his counterpart on the left side, Davies, with the same pace at 148. Slightly boosted in other stats, but overall cannot complain about this. Perfect. Let's go to his club mate here, Jamal Musiala. A little bit on the weaker side in physicality attack, but definitely very usable.
Yeah, I think if you're skillful enough to make the best use of that dribbling stats and the 5-star skill moves, you can definitely get away with the lack of physicality there, but he'll do everything that you want an attacking midfielder to do.
Agreed. And then let's pull up Christopher Nkunku. Target man here, 5-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot. Looks good.
5-5. Yeah, there's not much to complain there.
Agreed. Also, I see in chat a lot of people are trying to guess our hashtag for the giveaways already. Spoiler alert, it is not hashtag Tots. So if you want to try to guess what what our giveaway is, try something different than Tots. I'm curious to see if anybody gets it. Oh, all right, let's pull up the last of the 111s here in Bundesliga with Randall Kolumuani. Was in the World Cup final, and then he's had a great season for Frankfurt here. I'm liking the stats here with the pace, shooting, and dribbling. What do you think?
Very well distributed, very like all around striker. So I'm curious to see how he performs in game.
Agreed. And then let's get into the first of the 112s. It's for you, Jason. Matthijs de Ligt.